Hello everyone, my name is Stratulat Anca Ramona and today I will be your English teacher. Usually I start the lesson by presenting the topic, but today we're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to show you a few pictures and what I want you to do is to guess the topic of today's lesson. If you guessed extreme sports, you are correct. We have all heard the phrase extreme sports, but what does it mean? According to Encyclopedia Britannica, extreme sports, also known as action sports or adventure sports, are sporting events characterized by high speeds and high risk. These types of sports are considered dangerous and exciting. Typically, extreme sports operate outside traditional mainstream sports and are celebrated for their adrenaline-pumping thrills. Now, let's take a look at the sports presented earlier. And let's see if you can identify them. The first one is free running, also called parkour. This type of sport is best described as a form of urban acrobatics in which participants, called free runners, use the city to perform acrobatic movements in order to get from point A to point B. It is commonly practiced at gymnasiums and in urban areas that are cluttered with buildings and obstacles. The second one is snowboarding. Snowboarding is a recreational activity and Olympic sport that involves descending a slope that is covered with snow while standing on a snowboard attached to a rider's feet. The third one, let's see if you can guess this one, this is commonly known as bungee jumping. Bungee jumping is an activity that involves a person jumping from a great height while connected to a large elastic cord. The launching pad is usually situated on a tall structure such as a building, a bridge across a deep ravine, or on a natural geographic feature such as a cliff. The thrill comes from the free falling and the rebound. Let's see if you can guess this one. Kite surfing is a surface water sport. A kite surfer harnesses the power of the wind with a large controllable power kite to be propelled across the water on a kiteboard similar to a small surfboard. If you like water, maybe this is the sport for you. Rafting and whitewater rafting are recreational outdoor activities which use an inflatable raft to navigate a river or another body of water. This is often done on whitewater or different degrees of rough water and generally represents a new and challenging environment for participants. If you like the snow, maybe you like this sport. Heli-skiing is off-trail downhill skiing or snowboarding that is accessed by a helicopter as opposed to a ski lift. Skiers board the helicopter and are carried to a landing zone on the mountain. Skis or snowboards are generally carried in an exterior basket, loaded and unloaded by a guide. What about this one? Skydiving. Parachuting or skydiving is a method of exiting an aircraft and returning to Earth with the aid of gravity, then slowing down during the last part of the descent by using a parachute. What do you think attracts people to extreme sports? Is it adventure or danger? You are going to watch a short video about two extreme sports, whitewater rafting and parkour. After the video, we are going to try a few exercises to check your understanding.
Extreme sports are popular all over the UK, not just in the mountains of Snowdonia or Scotland. But what attracts people to these sports? Is it adventure or danger? People who enjoy fast and dangerous sports like whitewater rafting are called thrill seekers or adrenaline junkies. I'm at the National Water Sports Centre in Nottingham in the centre of England, and this is the whitewater course. 700 metres of foaming water with drops or rapids. And the skill is to stay afloat in the rough water. Here to meet Paz Blackwell, a whitewater rafting expert, and to find out why so many people enjoy the thrills and spills of this extreme sport. Hi Paz.
Hi Carmen.
So this is a specially built course, but you raft on rapids all around the world. What do you most enjoy about whitewater rafting?
Oh, I really enjoy being outdoors and on the water. I really enjoy the freedom of just you and nature, and I really enjoy the challenge.
So why do people like dangerous sports?
I think people like to push themselves, to see how far they can go, to really test themselves against the elements, water and air.
So, are you an adrenaline junkie?
I don't think of myself as an adrenaline junkie, but I do really enjoy the rush of trying to get from the top to the bottom and get through situations that occur out on the river.
In the countryside, there are lots of wide open spaces and lots of extreme sports to choose from. But what do adrenaline junkies do in the city? Well, parkour, sometimes called free running, is becoming popular in London. Parkour started in France, and the idea is to get from one place to the other as fast as possible, jumping and climbing over whatever is in the way. So I've come to a parkour class in West London to find out what it's all about. Rebecca Ahmed has been doing parkour for more than a year. So Rebecca, why do you like parkour?
It's really fun, it's original, and it keeps me fit, so that's why I come.
Do you need any special equipment?
Not really, we just use what's around us, like steps, railings and trees, but as long as you've got a good pair of trainers, you're fine.
Is it difficult?
I wouldn't say it's difficult, it's more about the fear. If you're not scared, you can do it.
Sure, I've got the balance for parkour. Extreme sports can be dangerous, but they're also lots of fun.
Let's see if you are paying attention. In the first exercise, you must decide if the sentences are true or false. Number 1. Extreme sports are only popular in the mountains of the UK. Number 2. People who enjoy fast and dangerous sports like whitewater rafting are called thrill seekers or adrenaline junkies. Number 3. In whitewater rafting, you have to try to stay afloat in the river. Number 4. Parkour is sometimes called free jumping. Number 5. The idea of parkour is to jump and climb over things like steps, railings, and trees. Number 6. You need special clothes and shoes to do parkour classes. I'm sure your answers were correct, but let's check just in case. Number 1, false. Number 2, true. Number 3, true. Number 4, false. Number 5, true. Number 6, false. Great! Let's try another one. Write the words into the correct group. The words are foaming water, balance, London, rapids, city, nature, the elements, and trainers. Let's check your answers. For parkour, we have balance, London, city, and trainers. For whitewater rafting, we have foaming water, rapids, nature, and the elements. Now that you know more about extreme sports, let's try one last exercise. Fill in with one of the following phrases: steep hill, total beginner, true thrill seeker, strong wind, took a deep breath, and pushed to the limits. Let's check your answers. Number 1. I keep falling off my surfboard because I'm a total beginner. Number 2. John is a true thrill seeker because there's nothing he would be afraid to try. Number 3. Cycling up the steep hill was very tiring. Number 4. The runner's endurance was pushed to the limits due to the extremely hot weather. Number 5. Just before I bungee jumped off the bridge, I took a deep breath. Number 6. We had to battle with the strong wind to sail the boat in the right direction. Wonderful! I knew you could do it. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this English lesson and now you know more about extreme sports.